You're someone who's been following Vladimir Putin closely for a long time. How do you account for his first of all the decision to invade in this massive, brutal way, and the accompanying rhetoric, which is becoming more belligerent and more unhinged with every passing day?
None of this is entirely new. Putin has been very clear about wanting to reverse the decisions made at the end of the Cold War for many years now. Back in 2014 and 2015, but also in 2007 and 8. Mm-hmm. He and Minister Lavrov made many statements about, the unfairness of the post-Cold world. They have made hints about the reunification of Germany being possibly illegal. They have wanted to reconstruct the Soviet Empire for a long time. So this is not about him suddenly going crazy. He's been building up to this for a long time, years and years and years. And the signs have been there, and they have been saying it, and they've been taking actions to prepare for it. But we didn't want to listen, and we refused to understand that was what was happening. And, in particular, the Germans refused to hear it. They couldn't believe it.
At this point, how do you judge the Western response? Is it united enough? Is it strong enough? And why do you think that up until very, very, very recently, we refused to listen? Was it a question of, being cut off from the horrors of war for many decades and feeling it was not possible for it to happen again? Was it the money, the Russian money? What exactly was it?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. So, first of all, I think the Western sanctions, which we will see the impact of next week, particularly the central bank, and SWIFT sanctions,
yes,
I think will make a big difference. And I'm impressed that the EU did it. I mean, I had moments of doubt whether they would do it. And I am impressed by that. I'm, very happy that Western countries have belatedly realized that the way to win this war is to fight it, and that they're contributing military supplies. But yes, I mean, it would have been really useful to do this a month ago or 6 months ago, or a year ago. We've got used to so many decades of peace. It's very hard for us to imagine wanting to go to war again. Number one. Number two, we didn't, the Russian destruction of Grozny, and the Russian brutality in Syria, and the viciousness of the Russian war in eastern Ukraine, and the terror that's been imposed on Crimea, all seemed to us like it was happening, in faraway places that didn't concern us, and that we didn't see them as warning signs, which we should have done. I do think that Russian influence campaigns and Russian money also play a role. Russia has very astutely sought to create political support all across the EU in far-right parties and occasionally, separatist or far-left parties as well. They have used their business, their state companies, which are really private companies. They've used their state companies and to influence politics, especially in Germany and France and Italy, but elsewhere as well. They've done so very strategically, and we have continued to treat them like normal business partners. Gazprom is a normal company. It's okay to be, do business with it. And we didn't understand that what we were doing business with was, a company effectively owned by Putin and the people around him. So I think it's a combination of, greed, laziness, and wishful thinking.